Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sunrise Manufacture. Um, Basically, this is my music project, which I had it in the making. I had the idea to do for quite some time, but due to different circumstances and moving around in the last few years, moving around to different countries, I was not able to start that and commit myself to something like this because I wanted to do it in a certain way and wait till I was ready. Um, you know, as much mentally as physically. So the time has come, and I'm launching this project, which is basically going to be myself uh, writing and producing works, electronic works, in absolutely myriad of different styles because it's something that, um, as a musician, I'm very interested in. So I listen to a lot of different music, a lot of different electronic music, and there's always something that intrigues me and something new that I hear. Um, Different combination of instruments or effects or beats that inspires you. As a writer, as a composer. So yeah, the works that I will put on this channel, they'll be varied a lot. So when I was thinking about this project, I was trying to think, oh, it's got to be okay. It's got to be like a record label. So we gotta produce a certain amount of tracks in a specific style. So make up, say, whatever, an hour of music, and have that as an album. And by the time I started realizing that if I do that, first of all, I'll really limit myself creatively, because you feel differently day to day. So what you feel today and the way you feel, maybe you're having this beat, you're having something's coming through, and you finish that track, whatever, so many weeks or days later. It's not necessarily that you'll be able to carry, you'll be on the same wave yourself, mentally, to carry something, that idea that you're putting through. So in the end, I decided not to limit myself that way and just write, basically just write. When I'm inspired, when I'm ready, when some ideas are coming to me, I feel I want to develop, I want to sit at the piano, I want to see how I can combine this, what I can make out of it in the end. So I decided to go with that idea of just, well, I'm not working for a record label. I'm not, I don't need to put myself in a box and just do one certain thing. So, what hopefully you'll be seeing in the coming months, and you'll see a variety of different tracks, materials, instrumentals. My wife is also a musician. She's a violinist, so I'll be writing some things for both of us. I'm a cellist. Yeah, I should have actually, I suppose, said a bit more. Yeah, originally I'm from Russia. I've been living in UK on and off. Like I said, I traveled for the last couple of years. We lived in different countries, me and my wife. But I came to UK in 1999, so just before the millennium. And yeah, so ever since I've been here doing lots of things. I went to specialist music school in Moscow, where I'm from. Stayed there till 1998, and then when we moved, I went to another specialist school here, personal school of music. Then I went to Royal College of Music for my 4 years undergrad, and then there was a big break in my life. Lots of things happened, lots of changes, lots of things I went through psychologically, just even understanding the world and just really growing up, I suppose, which yeah, was late for me, I suppose. But yeah, there was some hits with some difficult things, just to really wrap your head around and start seeing the world a bit in a different way. Because you can't always be a pink elephant. There's a time, especially all young people now, I'm sure the things we're going through for the last couple of years with coronavirus, you know, world is really different place. I mean, I'm not that old, but you know, I'm getting there. I'm, you know, 37. I'll be 38 quite soon. And the world has changed drastically, say, since I've even came to UK. I'd say, yeah, in many ways. So I've actually lost the train of thought there. Okay, never mind. So yeah, what I mentioned before about music. Yeah, so I've studied. Oh yeah, I've just remembered. So having a big break. Yeah, I finished Royal College of Music in 2006, and then I had a really big break. So that I haven't played my first instrument, which is cello, for well, huge breaks, months and months and months. And sometimes I would pick it up, I'd play a little, and then it would go back, you know, because there were other things going in my life, other jobs, things. So it somehow got lost, in everything that was going on. So yeah, then let me remember. I think it was 2016. So, God, well, almost a year, about 10 years later, just prior to that, things started going again more towards the music with my pupils and things, who were, there's a couple of people, and especially one person who means a lot to me, is now is my very dear friend, and thanks to him, to his suggestion of me going to a particular college to do my master's. And I was very lucky then, that year in England, they started giving out loans for you to study post-grad, which is amazing, because before you had to pay yourself, and it's big money. I mean, not counting, say, living expenses and everything else, you'd have to invest about £10,000 for the course. And I suppose you can, well, yeah, you could choose it, whether it's a 1 year intense, normal, so bam, 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 you're done. Or whether it's a 2 year, which is more spread out, the subjects are more spread out, there's less intensity in the course, probably, I suspect. But then there's double the cost of your living, if anything, you know. Yeah, so this is a wonderful suggestion that my dear friend made to me, and because of him I met my wife, my current, you know, my one and only, my current wife. Yeah, we managed to do our masters, both of us, and got married at the end of our masters, 1 year masters. So that's a little bit of, you know, a little bit of info about my, I suppose, personal life, about me. Currently I work as engineer technician for a caravan company, somewhere I first started, which is really interesting how life works. I mean, sometimes it's just, it will, you know, it just makes you smile. I've started there when I was 16 years old as a cleaner. And I worked there on and off for the next, God knows, well, until now. So I mean, even when I was moving away and living in different countries, I would come back, say, during the summer, and first place of call, I'd call them, I'll call my old manager, who's still there. So somebody who's known me now for 21 years. So is the boss of the company, and a couple, just great team, lots of fun, lots of fun. Hard work, yeah, very hard work, because I mean, I'm still kind of in training, and I've got wonderful teachers. I've got amazing 2 engineers that are teaching me the craft and understanding of working with gas, with electricity, general maintenance work, also more intense maintenance works, brakes, you know, chassis, yeah, using different tools, superb, yeah. So I'm really enjoying, you know, engaging in different part of my brain, learning something different, learning, you know, how to use these in a different way too, from what I've done in the past. being a musician, using different hemisphere of my brain, just artistic. So this is wonderful. But yeah, so now this channel, I kind of just it was brewing inside of me, and I had to get it out. I had to find the outlet for my music, because that's something that I've started. I've went at the age of 5 to study music professionally, if you will, in Moscow. So it was missing for the last so many years. It was missing from my life. It was getting me depressed. Something was, and it took me a while to realize what was missing. It took me a long while, but now the channel's here, so it's starting in the new year, 2022. So I'm hoping to share a lot of my personal inside, I don't know, my feelings, everything with you guys through music, through different works that I'm going to create. Whether it's on the computer, whether I'm gonna write on the cello, my wife, maybe a trio, maybe different classical, electronic, and hopefully bring you a bit of happiness as well, because it's something that makes me really, really deeply happy to do. So let's begin the journey together, and I wish you all of you, I'm sure, in the last couple of years, the difficulty of everything with COVID and different countries. I read a lot. I try to read a lot and stay afloat. Read current news events from different countries, and just people are really suffering greatly. People are losing their loved ones, their children, their mothers, their friends. So in this 2022, let's stay positive. We have to stay positive. We have to keep moving forward. We have to, we have to get through this. And there will be an end. There will be. Yes, it may take time, but there will be an end to this current problem. So stay positive. Love one another. Call your parents an extra time. Call your girlfriend you love, your wife, an extra time when you're away. Just say hi, just say whatever, just little things. Just don't be ashamed of it. Just realize we're here for a short time, and we need to try and live life positively amongst ourselves, amongst our little communities, our families. So, I think I've said enough, yeah. Guys, let's start, let's begin, and I hope I'll see you soon, and you'll come and visit me sometime on this channel. Take care.